Can you tell me the difference between advocate and lawyer? Can you tell me the difference between client and customer? Can you tell me the difference between weather and climate? Can you tell me the difference between graveyard and cemetery? Can you tell me the difference between underground and cellar? Do you know the difference between sympathy and empathy? So, I will tell you the difference between these words. Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are doing great. So, let's get started. Weather describes the short-term day-to-day or daily condition of atmosphere such as temperature, rain or storm. For example, sunny day, rainstorm or windy afternoon. Now let's understand climate. Climate tells about the average weather pattern in a region over a long period, typically 30 years or more, is considered long-term atmospheric behavior. For example, a region's climate might be considered hot or dry during summer, and winters can be snowy or cold. Now let's take the difference between customer and client. A customer is someone who buys a product or service typically in a transactional short-term relationship. For example, suppose we go to a retail shop or a grocery shop. If we are buying something, then we are customer. Now let's understand client. Client usually has a long-term ongoing relationship with a service provider. For example, if you're working with a professional or getting a ongoing services, you are likely a client. Now let's understand the difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy means when you feel sorry for someone's suffering or pain. You acknowledge the other person's pain, but emotionally you are outside of it. Now let's understand the meaning of empathy. Empathy means when you have feeling with someone or when you are putting yourself in their shoes and understanding what they are going through. Now let's understand the difference between lawyer and advocate. A lawyer who earns a law degree and provides legal advice, drafts, documents, but he cannot represent client in court until unless he is also advocate. An advocate is a lawyer who is enrolled with the bar council and is licensed to represent client in the court. Now let's understand graveyard and cemetery. Cemetery is a large area of land where dead bodies are buried, but it is not attached to a church. Whereas graveyard, it is a small area where dead bodies are buried, but it is attached to a church. Now let's understand the difference between cellar and underground. Cellar, जिसको तहखाना भी कहते हैं, it is actually a room under the building or a house where people used to store things like food item or furniture. Underground, जिसको भूमिगत भी कहते हैं, it is beneath under the surface of the earth. In some countries, there is an underground railway. Don't forget to follow for such videos.